Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast that criminals don't want you to watch. And I've been doing a really deep dive, digging in to the timeline of the Noah Presgrove case. And there's something really fishy going on. It's very odd. Right after Noah's brother launched two separate GoFundMe accounts on May 7th of this year, things got very interesting. And it looks like there might have been a bit of a money grab going on. So let's dive in and see what I've uncovered. So here's one of the GoFundMes that were released on May 7th. Okay, by Noah Presgrove right here. Okay, this one is for reward for information. If you look down here, it says this fundraiser is meant to encourage those withholding information of the case to come forth. Okay, unfortunately, it did not reach the $10,000 goal, but it did raise $4,200. Okay, but he created this because he felt like people were withholding information and he wanted to give them motivation to come forward. Unfortunately, nobody came forward. Okay, but the point of this is to show that this reward for information GoFundMe was created by the brother on May 7th, but also on that same day, another GoFundMe. This one raised double the goal of $8,000. It raised $15,832. Also by Noah Presgrove on May 7th. And this one is a fundraiser for raising funds to hire a private investigator who will be able to solve the case involving the death of Noah Presgrove. So supposedly Kathy Bingham was the only private investigator on the case. But she says she wasn't being paid. Okay, and I guess that Noah wasn't happy with the progress she was making because she states that she was only able to speak with 6 of the kids from the party that supposedly had 40 people. That's not too good, 6 out of 40. But supposedly that's all that would talk to her. And so they weren't happy with that. Okay? But this all happened on May 7th to get the ball rolling. Reward for information and hire a new private investigator. Okay? And then, out of the woodwork, comes KP's statement. His first public statement where he says, "My name is KP. I was the owner of the red Cherokee." Yada, yada, yada. And this happened on May 23rd. But most importantly, I highlighted something very interesting here. It says, "I will do my best to expose all of the people lying about Noah, aka spreading misinformation and saying stuff that isn't true." So he released his whole statement here talking about the 5:15 a.m. situation that happened with Jack, and Jack denies it, and then they were on the scene. But that's not the point of me posting this. The point of posting this is May 7th and then May 23rd. His statement comes out. And then on June 3rd, you have Partners in Fake Crimes podcast announcing that they're going to start covering the Noah Presgrove case. They did this on June 3rd. And then the very next day, the Partners in Fake Crimes podcast on June 4th, they did their very first episode. And who was their first guest? It was the creator of these GoFundMes. Noah himself was their first guest on this podcast. Okay? So let's run through these again, guys. May 7th, created this one, reward for information, because he feels that people were withholding info. Also May 7th, let's hire a new private investigator. Then May 23rd, Caden releases his statement that contains new information. This information doesn't fit with the timeline and the timing of the 911 callers. It doesn't fit with Tyler Hardy or the other Tyler, or it doesn't fit with the volunteer firefighters version of events. It doesn't fit with the sheriff's versions of events. It doesn't fit with Jack's versions of events. So this is considered new information. Reward for information, new information. Then these guys come along, announce they're going to do a podcast looking into the Noah Presgrove case. Hire a private investigator. Here's the money. These guys come along. So what we're doing is we're trying to put two and two together here, but let's look at it from a bigger picture standpoint. Let's line it all up here, guys, so y'all can see my point of this video. Dalen creates the GoFundMes, both on May 7th, and then just 16 days later, KP releases his statement that has different new information. And then just 11 days later, Partners in Fake Crimes announces that they're doing this podcast. And then only a day later, on June 4th, they actually do episode 1 with Dalen himself. So something very, very odd is going on here, guys. I know y'all can see it. Just boom, 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 boom. This May 7th, these GoFundMes, they seem to have triggered all of this stuff. And this is just the beginning. Okay? This started the train rolling for the next few months, of all these different podcasts that were done, and investigations, and people who were interviewed, and more rumors, and more speculation. But these two GoFundMes that raised over $20,000 is what seemed to have kicked the ball off, kicked it down the hill. It got the ball rolling, okay? So my question is this all one big money grab? Is he in on it, or was he being manipulated? Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is one or the other. Okay? Because this case is still unsolved. Because there was no murder. It was a hit and run that was covered up for some reason. There was no charges in this hit and run against the person that confessed to doing the hit and run. Okay? As an accident, supposedly. But there was a confession. But there's no charges. Okay? But still, we got people wanting other private investigators to look into this case. But nothing has come of it, guys. So we're just wanting transparency in the Noah Presgrove community, guys. Are these guys being paid? Is that why they came along on June 3rd? After this $20,000 was raised? They come along and start doing the podcast? Okay. Is this statement accurate? Is it true? Is it real? Or is it concocted? Because it only came out after these GoFundMes popped up. And guys, timing is everything. In life, in business, in relationships, in everything. Timing is everything. So I don't think that it's a coincidence that you have this. You got this 5-step process here. And it's all laid out. All of this happened in less than 1 month. So, do we have a money grab going on here, guys? That's the question. And is this case already solved as a hit and run? And why weren't charges posted? So, that's all I have, guys. And remember, This is the podcast that criminals don't want you to watch. We'll see you later.